Hey guys, Steve from the Tech Buzz here, and I have a interesting video for you here today. As you guys know, the big commotion going on about the TurboGrafx16 Mini, well, this isn't a video about that. This is about the real TurboGrafx16 console from NEC. Now, like many collectors out there and a lot of guys buying these systems, it's really hard to find some games for this. I managed to pick up a couple games, these hucards, but I want to get cards with the cases and even sometimes the boxes and complete because I'm collecting these. But I also want to have a way to preserve these games. These games are starting to get expensive, they're starting to get rare, and it's costing a lot of money to collect for this. But what if you just want to do some casual gameplay, but you want to play it on the actual hardware? Glenn from Glenn's Retro Show, he said the same thing, and it got me to thinking, what's the best way that I can do this? So Glenn and I were talking, and I said to Glenn, I said, what's the best way to do this? How can I play my favorite TurboGrafx16 games on the actual console? He said one of the best ways to do it is with a piece of hardware called the EverDrive. Now this one I got from Crix.com, and this is the same website essentially, but this is the actual developer from the Ukraine. And I will preface this, he was kind enough to send this out to me as a review unit. And let me tell you something, this little thing is really awesome. This EverDrive gives me the ability to take a 32 gig micro SD card, put it in a hucard, which I'm going to show you here in a little bit. And what I'm able to do is play any of my TurboGrafx16 collection ROMs. I went to Glenn and I said, hey, but isn't that the same thing as emulation, like we're playing on the Raspberry Pi or we're playing on the AtGames Legends Ultimate? And he said no, because we're playing it on the actual system, so it's not being emulated. You're using the actual hardware to play the actual game, which is really cool. So I have every game for the TurboGrafx16 and the PC Engine. So this card is able to play all that. Now I do have the TurboGrafx16 Mini coming because, you know, I'm a big fan of the TurboGrafx16, always wanted one when I was a kid. So this is a great opportunity for me to finally have a nice collection with it. So I want to take you now to the unboxing of this, and I'll show you how you can add your favorite ROMs and how to make this work. Okay guys, first thing you want to do is go to Crix.com, Krikzz.com, and what you want to do is you want to look for the Turbo EverDrive V2. Right now, since the product is no longer in stock, but I'm sure the stock will be replenished. If you scroll down here, there is going to be a OS update, USB tool, legacy Turbo EverDrive V1 files. What you want to do is you want to look for the OS update and you want to download the version 2. So I'm downloading it right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to show in folder. What I like to do is I just extract it right where it's at. Now the thing that you want to do is you want to find this TBED file and folder. You want to move that to your TurboGrafx16 thumb drive. I've already done that because what you need is you need these two files. These two files are what's important. So when it's on there, you can see the OS file is here, the disk setup and configure. Once that's on there, it's this simple. You just take all of your PCE files of your TurboGrafx16 and drag them on there, delete them, whatever you want to do. I told you in this video that I had that Newtopia U. I was trying to find a good ROM. So I'm going to delete that because I really don't need that on there anymore. So now it's on there. Now all that's left is to eject it. Now that we've got our ROMs on there, eject it, put it in the console, and let's see what happens. Okay, now that we've got the ROMs loaded, let's take a look at our collection. So right now here you can see 5 pages of different games, all in alphabetical order. It has every Bonk game, but I have every game in here. Airzonk, which currently is going for $600–700. Bonk 3, again $500–600. So it's great to have these games here that I can play. I only have the TurboGrafx16. I did have the PC Engine games on here, but everything is in Japanese for a lot of the games, and I also had Japanese versions of the games on, but they're hard to get into because I can't really read Japanese. So just for having something like this on there, I'm going to kind of go into Bonk's Adventure. That's one of my favorite, but I want to show you guys Bonk's Adventure 3 just because it's a hard game to get. So I'm going to hit the number 2 on my controller, and then I'm also going to hit the number 2 again to select and start. Now the game is going to start loading, and you can see it goes right into it. It has the audio, and we are able to play. Now, for the sake of this, you may or may not be getting audio, and that's fine. This is basically just to kind of show you the gameplay real quick with this. And inside of here, I can hit start. I can do select start to start all over again if I want to, or start select, and it brings me back to the title screen to get into this. But to actually go into other games, I have to stand up and hit the reset button on the system itself, on the card, so that I can select another game. But it's really cool because I get to play some games I've never gotten to play. Let's check out another game. So one of the other games that everybody has been talking about is Alien Crush. Let's go into Alien Crush. We're going to do fast. We'll do linear clips. We're just going to play this. For those that didn't know, this is a pinball base game. Again, trying to get points to by defeating enemies. This is the first time I'm actually playing it, so I'm gonna kind of learn as we go here. But if you're a pinball fan, from what everybody says, this is a really fun game. So far, the controls working fairly well. The number 1 button will trigger the right flipper, and the left or right, up or down control pad will control the left flipper. So it works kind of like a pinball machine. Let's check out another game. One of the other games that was really big that I really wanted was Newtopia. But this was the Zelda ripoff, if you will, for the TurboGrafx16. This is the game that I really wanted to play. Now, one of the downsides to this, and I still need to figure out, and maybe you guys in the comments know, according to the website, there's no way to save any of the games that you had been playing with this EverCard. So, I'm not sure if there's a way with the EverDrive that you can save it. So if anybody knows a way that you can save games, because this is a game that I'd like to spend some time with. I'd like to be able to play this game and, you know, try to be able to get to different levels. And obviously, if it's a Zelda-like game, you're not going to be able to do it all in one sitting. So I'd like for there to be a way that I can, you know, play it and because I was playing it. And let's see if I can hit continue. See, it's going to want a password, and maybe it's just because I don't know enough yet with the game on how to do a password. I'll have to look online. Okay, guys, what a great product. You can head on over to the website, check this out, pick it up for your TurboGrafx16 so you can have the best of this hardware world, of the most underrated system that's out there. So, one of the things that Glenn alluded to is eventually this hardware is going to stop working. I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but it's inevitable. Unfortunately, it's electronics. That was another reason that I bought the TurboGrafx16 Mini. That's going to stay in the box. That's coming later next week. I'm probably going to do an unboxing, but then I'm probably going to package it back up in the box, put it up on the shelf in case something happens to this, so I can still enjoy and play these games. So stay tuned for more videos here at the Tech Buzz. Make sure you watch the Retro Buzz every Friday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time with myself, Glenn from Glenn's Retro Show, Doug, Mr. Cool Toy. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and comment. Click the little notification bell so you know when I post awesome content. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave your comments, your feedback. Is this something that you're wanting to get? Does this thing look really cool based on what you saw? Leave the comments below. Until next time, keep it buzzing.